No countdown.
It's straight live.
Yep.
All right. all right. Peace and love, family. What's going on? It is your boy Mario Quinn, and we are here with yet another Level Up podcast. This is episode 77. I'm joined today by my wonderful co-host, my boy Rizzy Reek. How you feeling this evening, brother?
I feel lit as always. You know the vibes.
You know what I'm saying? Got to stay lit, family. We're really excited. Again, we are trying out a new format. We're live both on Facebook Live as well as YouTube Live. You can follow us on YouTube at Level Up PGH or just type in Level Up Studios. You should see a mushroom, and you can view our content that way. We want to thank everybody for joining us who's watching and listening. But I'm more so excited this evening about our very special guest we got on the show. We got my boy Deecan and my boy AR on the show. How y'all brothers feeling tonight?
Feeling good.
Yeah, pretty good.
Good, cool.
Yeah.
Did y'all get here easy?
Yeah, good. We're smooth.
Right.
Smooth.
Yeah, definitely.
Nice. Cool, man. Well, I ain't gonna waste your time. I ain't gonna lie to the audience. We are watching the Steelers game because this is an important one. So we got it over here in the background, just kind of looking at it. But we want to get straight to the interview and give you guys, let you guys know a little bit more about our guests. So for those who may not know what you guys do, I'll start with you, Deecan. You can start first. Just let the people know where you're from and what it is that you do here in the city of Pittsburgh.
All right, so basically I'm a rapper and everything and entrepreneur, do like painting, drawing, like skits, acting and stuff, etc.
Dope.
And from Pittsburgh, obviously, but from the east side, if you want to say.
Okay, cool. That's dope. I didn't know you did all that. I thought you just rapped. So it's dope. I'm one of those guys that's like a jack of all trades, master of all, I would say. And so I love hearing people who are like, yo, I do this, I do that. You don't just limit yourself. So that's really dope, brother. What about you, AR?
Oh, well, yeah, I'm from Moeller Projects, Hilltop.
Okay.
Elmwood. Yeah, well, me, I'm focused on this rap,
Okay.
So
He's like, I rap.
Focus on this rap. And we're looking at the bigger picture, the bigger vision.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So we can get this done, take care of the family and everything.
I heard.
So.
I heard. Well, that's cool, man. So can you guys talk a little bit about, because I don't know that much about you guys. This is my first time meeting you guys, I believe, unless y'all met me at an event or something like that. I think, Rizzy knows you guys.
Yeah.
But can you talk a little bit about you two's connection? Like, do you guys work together? Do you have a collective? Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
All right, so basically, we are, working together, but we're also family too.
Okay.
So it's more of like a family kind of thing,
Okay. Like y'all actually related?
Yeah, actually related,
okay.
yeah.
Because black people be like, that's my cousin.
Oh,
and it ain't really
yeah,
your cousin.
yeah.
Like, oh, that's really my, okay. Sweet.
Basically we just got a team going on and everything,
Okay.
and just everybody's behind us, and I appreciate everybody that's behind us right now and get everything going. We got the producers and everything, Suburban,
Nice.
and we got Leak on the on the cover arts and everything, and make sure everything's getting done. It's right there.
Okay.
And we got Lamont and everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they
came forever.
Family, they came in with a squad. They came in deep. I was like, oh snap! I'm like, they got the whole camp with them. You know what I'm saying? But that's dope, man. I love seeing because that's something that we're like. I mean, we got a good team, but especially with like our music, it's called Level Up Music Group. We just started this label, and we're trying to fine tune those things. Like, all right, who's responsible for the album art? Who's responsible for the pictures and the videos and the engineer and the producer, you know what I'm saying? So we're kind of putting those nuts and bolts together. So it's really dope, when you have that, you know what I mean? I'm sure it makes it easier to get the work done when you got all those things covered, you know what I'm saying? So really dope, man. So talk about the process, like what was for you guys, like what got you into your craft? What made you decide like, I really want to take this seriously. I want to, go for it.
It was all in the vibration.
Ooh, vibration.
Yeah. It was all in the vibration. That's my little cousin. We always wanted to do a song together.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So, and we both just like, all right, so let's just start taking this more seriously. Like, I've been rapping for a little while, but I stopped. You know what I'm saying? Then I came back, and then I told him to stay focused on his vision and just get better at your style. You know what I'm saying? Let's take over.
I love that. I love the piece about like getting better. Sometimes when we have people that are close to us that do any type of art, we just like, oh, because that's family. Oh, that's hot. That's dope. And it's like, I might not be that dope, but it's like, holding each other accountable and being like, no, bro, keep working on your shit, stay focused, get better at your craft, get better at your style. I think that's really important. You know what I'm saying? I'm waiting for you to jump in. I'm like, I'm asking all the questions.
I'm jumping in. I don't know. It's glad to see my bro Deecan and the AR in there. Me and D actually grew up together. We knew each other since kindergarten.
Oh wow!
So
longevity.
That's what I'm saying. We've been boys since then. We've been making music. He was on my last tape, Reezy Rise.
Okay.
That project. Deecan, what you been working on lately?
All right, so basically, me and him just dropped a song today, actually, before we got here, and it's called "What's the Move." It's actually on YouTube right now.
Oh wow!
And we're gonna see what it do, and basically keep working on singles and tapes coming soon, and maybe collab. Some collabs going and everything.
Nice.
AR, do you have anything you're working on or a recent project you just dropped?
I'm letting the old music go, starting fresh. So we're starting with this little collab right now. Then I'm getting back into our solos. He got his solos out.
Nice.
So Deecan doing his thing right now.
Nice.
I'm gonna come in on the back end.
Nice.
You know what I mean? But we good though. It's coming soon. Music coming soon.
Deecan, what about your project? You dropped anything lately?
Yeah, I just dropped a song today. Me and him is on the song. It's called "What's the Move."
What's the Move? Anything else? Any albums or recent things that you dropped?
Actually just singles really. Dropped "Call on God," "Enough," and "Time."
I think I peeped it.
Yeah. And
you got a lot of good visuals. Shout out to Leak for the visuals.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So who do videos? You? Which one? You? Okay. All right, I'm gonna have to get your contact info after this is said and done. If y'all don't mind.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Don't take my video. I mean, we got a videographer, but I like to have a few on deck for different visions. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So one thing, Deecan, you said that with your music is that you've been focusing a lot on singles, and I think that's really dope. Like one of the things, like for me personally, is like in 2017 I dropped a full length album, and just this year I dropped like an EP. You know what I'm saying? And like I noticed that and then I dropped a single like a week ago. You know what I'm saying? And I noticed that the single that I dropped is like doing better than like the full projects and stuff like that. Is that a formula that you use? Like, are you doing that on purpose, or is it just like I'm gonna just drop a song by song? Or
it's more of like really just focus on the singles right now and everything. And then once I see what kind of songs people like more, then I'll go from that kind of vibe, because like I'm versatile, so I have different styles, different kind of music and everything. So
no, that's dope. And I mean, it's smart, man, because it's like even me, like being I would say I'm a veteran MC in terms of just like skill level, not necessarily popularity, but even with that, it's like I'm still like trying to find that like sweet spot when it comes to like my sound. And so like I feel that it's like, all right, what are people gravitating towards the most? And then it's like, okay, I'm gonna focus on that. So I think that's really dope. So how would you guys define your style? You have a really interesting name, Deecan. Last time I heard that in the church. So like is there a connection there, or like tell us a little bit about the context that you put into your music.
All right, so yeah, it's basically kind of like that. Okay. It's more of like me just being me, really. Like I don't really got a style. It's just me being me.
Right.
Like I don't know if it is a genre. I'm not sure, or if they're going to create one. I'm not sure. But whatever the case is, it's just me being me. But usually the stuff I speak about is like stuff that's going on in my life, stuff that's going on around me. Like my brother, he passed away a couple years ago. Everything, and just everything that's going on in my life, really.
Okay, because I didn't want to I asked Reek. I was like, Reek, now the man's name is Deecan. I'm like, is he a Christian rapper or what? And I didn't want to make that mistake. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, nah, bro. He was like, he just really spits about his life, and I just kind of wanted to hear it from you, just to make sure that that's what it was. Now for AR, now I know what an AR is. You know what the AR is? I know what the AR. What you be rapping about, brother? He's like, did he from Mobile? Okay, I live right on Upland. Nigga. I know what y'all be about.
Real life, you know what I'm saying? But the new up and coming music is gonna be straight beat. They gonna feel, you know what I'm saying, where I'm coming from mentally, you know what I'm saying, about connecting to what we gotta do as people, you know what I'm saying, focusing on rebuilding and doing things we gotta do for the children. You know what I'm saying? The bigger picture. It's always about the bigger picture. You know what I'm saying?
And earlier you used the word vibration. Now most regular people don't be saying, they say vibes or like energy, but when you say the word like vibration, when you say that whole word, to me that makes me understand that you have a completely higher thought process than most people. Is that something that you're hoping to put into some of this new music that you're doing? Like, you know, because you're like rebuilding, like these are key conscious ass words, man. And I'm just, you know, I'm not trying to put anybody in the box, but you know, it's just interesting to hear, because I think just, and I'm gonna just speak as a black man. I think as black people, I feel like a lot of us are starting to feel like, yo, man, we've been going through this bullshit. We've been, you know, not only dealing with our government and law enforcement, but you know, we've been harming each other, you know, our children, the state of our children. Like, I went to school, y'all went to school, you know, the type of education we got, shit was trash. You know what I'm saying? It's like, nigga, like, you know, I learned less in college than I did in high school type, you know what I mean? So it's like, I understand. And I worked at UPrep, I worked at Westinghouse, you know what I mean, working with kids and stuff, doing creative arts and mentoring and stuff. And I see like, it's just different, man. And I just feel like right now, in the position that we're in as artists, it's so important that like we put out a message that's like, yo, we can do better, you know, for ourselves and for, you know, the generations to come. So, you know, that's just what I'm getting. Y'all giving me that energy right now. So, you know what I'm saying? This Steelers game is a mess, y'all. Hey, shout out to the Pittsburgh Steelers, man. Hopefully they turn it around, but they looking real dookie right now.
What's the score?
0-3 Bengals. Man. And Juju fumbled. He got cracked and fumbled. Now, this is not a sports talk radio show, and they just scored. Oh, my God. Anywho, I'm going to do this because I don't want to look at that anymore. Yeah, man. So, you know, what's you know, outside of the, you know, new single, new music coming out, like what's the, you know, trajectory for you guys? What do you think like the next 5 years is going to look like for your team, for your music? Like, what are you hoping for?
Yeah, so like basically just like everything really, just you know, going different like branches, you know what I mean, like merchandise and you know, just having everything together by then,
right?
You know, having a full team,
scaling everything a little bit,
have a very solid team,
right?
You know,
right. That's dope, man. I think that's smart. It's like you start with one thing or a few things, and then as you get better with it, you know what I mean, you just scale out. Boom. You know, it's like us with the clothing store. You know, we was like, look, we don't just dance, bruh. We do music, and we got a fresh ass clothing line. Exclusive joint.
Level up shop.
Right. We steady plugging ourselves. Y'all notice that me and Marika are really good at plugging ourselves on these podcasts, but it's really important, man. We got to do, you know.
Everybody got a network.
Yeah, we got to do what we got to do. You know? So what about you, AR? What's your 5-year trajectory, brother?
Oh man, 5 years. Make sure everybody's gonna be straight. Everybody got to roll. Everybody got to do their job, particularly to, you know what I'm saying, whatever they're strict on doing for the team. You know what I'm saying, whether you're the video man or you edit or you know, everybody's gonna eat how they eat. You know what I'm saying? You create jobs within the circle. You know what I mean?
So, love it.
Have you guys
so smart.
Have you guys created a name for your group yet, or is this kind of still in the air?
It's kind of still in the air, really. We got a lot of logos and everything done though, so we kind of know what we're going for, but we're not really fully sure yet.
Kind of just
it's gonna come to us.
The planning phase so far.
Yeah.
Well, if y'all ever need any design services, we do that here. In printing, if y'all need business cards, stuff like that, real cheap. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, keep us in mind. Or if you need space to rehearse, we do that too. But we want to. I like you guys, and I like your energy and what you guys are about. You're really positive, and I think that's dope. So, would love to work with you guys for sure in the future. And speaking of working, like, who are some like, you know, who are some like artists or like people locally, you know, because Pittsburgh, we have so many dope ass artists, bro. Like, I meet so many like extremely talented people I didn't even know existed. I'm like, who are these people? Where do they come from? You know, you see these people. Like, is there somebody that's on y'all's radar that you're like, oh, I want to work with them, or you know, yeah, let's keep it positive. I was gonna say, or don't want to work with them. Let's keep it positive. Is there anybody that like you're hoping to collaborate with in the future?
From Pittsburgh, or just
Pittsburgh,
or just anybody, period. Or
I mean, let's do both. Pittsburgh and period.
Pittsburgh right now. I don't know right now.
Yeah, I mean, if you can't think of one, just like, I mean,
I don't know who I would do a feature with.
Shoot, I would love to do a song with Kendrick. Like, you know what I mean?
I don't know, like me personally, for like Pittsburgh, I would love to work with a female artist.
Okay.
From Pittsburgh.
Okay.
I'm not really sure who, but any female artist really. Right. And like I think that would be pretty dope because like my style would kind of match that, you know.
Like it would work well like with a female artist. That's dope. Yeah. No, I think that's dope. Well, if I know mad female artists, Juiced Up Joey, you know, Tara J, who else?
Nadia,
who else? Ridiculous.
No,
I'm joking. That's dope, man. Yeah, there's a lot of people that I want to work with, you know. But I'm also in this like state of mind. I really believe in like showing and proving first before like being like, oh, I need a feature on every damn song, you know. It's like with my nigga, it's like, you know, I'll do a song with Reek just because it's Reek, you know what I mean? But like people that I like, you know, you've heard the term Pittsburgh famous, right? Mm-hmm. Like those Pittsburgh famous people, I'm like, oh snap, I want to have a better body of work before I'm like, oh, let's collab on something, right. You know, but I have collabed with some people and stuff like that, and I got like my boy Jeremiah Davis, he used to do the Spirit down in Lawrenceville. He used to do the open mic down there, the little weekly, I think it was weekly or monthly open mic, and he's like one of the illest freestyle rappers I ever heard in my life. And I was just like, bro, and we did some work together in the past. And so he was just like somebody I really wanted to work with.
He's dope. Yeah, especially being in the art greenhouse when I used to be there. Yeah, you know, he used to be a great mentor for the students who want to work with music. So shout out to Jeremiah. Yeah, his music is definitely great. You know, he's definitely been one of my mentors over me.
Right. Yeah, he's dope. And then like as a rapper named Shad Ali, we've done like plays and different types of weird Black people art together. And you know, we've been talking about like, yo, we got to collab, and like, you know, and he's like super lyrical, like really good at storytelling and stuff. And I'm more like, I won't say I'm a random rapper. I'm more of a feeling rapper. When it's like I hear the beat and it's like whatever feeling it gives me, that's the kind of flow I put on it. I don't necessarily need to be like telling a story per se, or like
mostly singing about something.
Who, me? Yeah. I do be singing a lot. I started off as an R&B singer, and then I decided to become a rapper after I wrote my first verse, and everybody's faced it like that. You know what I mean? They're like, oh, snap, you can rap. I'm like, I just rhymed it, some words together, used a couple similes, metaphor. You know what I mean?
All the best New York rappers.
You know what I'm saying? I was just playing. Speaking of playing, all right, so let's get to our, unless, actually, I'm going to pass it to Reek. What you got, brother?
You know, I don't know. I feel like, you know, with Deecan, I know a lot about Deecan. You know, man, we've been on a journey, man.
Yeah, talk about y'all's relationship. You've known the guy since you were 5 years old. Exactly. You just said, which is a very long time.
Right.
So, like, talk about that, man.
I mean, it was he's like my brother, my big brother. Like growing up, you know, we always move and go different places. So like we'll see, like sometimes we'll see each other, we won't see each other for like a year or something, and then talk again. Right. And then, but overall, like we've been through a journey where, you know, just music stuff, and I try to tell D that you know, we gotta keep working constantly, like especially 2021. You know, this year was the year like grinding. You know, next year is the year actually like doing stuff, like working on more music, getting our name out there, putting stuff out there. Right. And so Deecan, what I want to ask you, what's the move?
He's so stupid. No, you made a really good point though. Like, it's crazy because what you just said, I said last year, like in 2019. I'm like, yeah, 2019 was the planning year. I said, come 2020, nigga, we about to roll all this shit out. Right. And then COVID. I'm like,
I'll be mad.
I was so fucking pissed, bro. But that's a good point. Like, how have you guys balanced your life? Like, I mean, like that was a shock for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, half of me was like, man, how serious is this? And the other half was shook. Like, I don't know what to do. You know what I'm saying? I got kids, you know, so I'm trying to keep them safe and shit. Right. But like, what, you know, how did you guys, balance through that? How did you get through that? What are some things that you did to kind of just stay focused and on the positive, end of this year,
Just stand headstrong. You gotta stay headstrong and 10 toes down. You know what I'm saying? Especially as men, you know what I mean? We got to, especially in times like this. You know what I'm saying? Our women need us, our kids need us. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I know we want to break down or whatever, but we gotta keep going. You know what I'm saying? Stand strong. Like it's just making it through these times, you know what I'm saying? Just sometimes you just gotta meditate. You know what I'm saying? Sit down.
Reflect.
Yeah, reflect within yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Well, how do you guys meditate? Like what do you guys coping mechanism been like what do you do to relax most of the time?
First is I open the joint up first. I then break it down. I then sprinkle. I mean, for me, bro, I'm like, I'm just roast. No, I'm kidding. Sorry. If any kids is watching, I'm joking. I don't do that.
What about you guys? What do you guys like to do to relax? I know music is definitely for sure number one on y'all list, or the top on y'all list. But what's some other things you guys kind of do to relax, get your mind off of this time we're in right now with COVID and Corona and being in a lockdown pandemic?
All right, so like basically, I figure like all your life you go through stuff, you know what I mean? But it never really stopped me from putting my shoes on and still walking outside or doing whatever I got to do in life, Because you're going to get the scars, you're going to get the bruises and everything, but you just got to get back up. So during all this COVID stuff, I'd treat it like every other day, really. I know it's serious and everything, but, I still just keep going on. So you just got to stay positive, stay focused on, like, what's really there and, like, the vision you got.
No, that's real, bro, like, because when this shit first started, a lot of people were like, yo, this has been for a nigga, it's been how it's been. Like it's been feeling like this anyway, so it don't feel no different. I agree with you, man. Like just like we've been through things that have been bad or just not within what we wanted for ourselves or in our lives that we have no control over, but we still get up and do what we got to do. And it's the same thing. We didn't have no control over this virus, but you're like, well, I still gotta get to the bag. I still gotta take care of things. I still gotta get my music done. And so that's a great mindset and tool to have. But it's interesting to hear because a lot of people, they're like, for some white people, it was like, yeah, man, now y'all know what it feels like to struggle every day. You know what I mean? And y'all fighting over toilet paper. You know what I'm saying? We fighting to keep our lights on type shit. You know what I'm saying? Fighting to put some food on the table.
Did you hear about the stimulus check we're gonna get?
We supposed to get another one?
Yeah, but it's cut in half to $600.
I don't care.
Who
here cares? Who here cares that they only getting $600? Raise your hand. I don't give a damn. Yeah, free money.
Free money.
Yeah, hell yeah. I'm with it. With it.
Took us that long.
And see, and that's why I'm like, I don't mind either because I didn't lose my job, and I'm grateful for that, bro. I was blessed to like still be able to work from home, which equals working 5 hours a week.
Can I work 5 hours a week?
No, I mean, you're supposed to be working full time, but it feels like it. It's like you're trying to balance. Oh yeah, I got father duties, I got husband duties, I got things to do at the house. Plus, I'm running level up. Then I got to get this stuff done. So a lot of my job is like I would like get a lot done in one sitting, so that way I can have time for my family and other things like that. That's kind of how it was. So if my boss is watching this, I'm kidding. I don't work only 5 hours a week. I just balance it out. All right, go Pitt. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, just in case. I need this job. But yeah.
Well, there's a couple questions.
Do you have a couple questions? I feel like
what's up?
You're funny. You don't never have no questions, bro.
It's just I try to wing it. I don't be thinking like it's just like artists. I just be like, so how's music? And then like, yeah, music's great. And I'm like, what else should I do?
Right. But, well, you did say you paint and stuff like that. Like, is that something that you do like regularly, or is that just something like you've done in the past?
Stuff I've done in the past. I'm going to bring it back out though. Okay. So show people that like I could be like entrepreneur, like versatile with it, because like I love music and everything, but also got a passion for acting and like etc. Book writing and everything else.
Right. And I mean, you got to go with what works right now, right? So if music is working right now, and that gets you to the level that you want to be, it's like becoming an actor from that is easy. Like we see mad rappers and singers who go from making music to just like, now I'm an actor full time and I'm making billions. You know, it happens. You know what I'm saying?
We was talking a long time ago. We was talking about doing Boys in the Hood.
Oh yeah,
remake.
Parody.
Yeah,
or like a movie.
Something like that. I don't
or
know.
a parody.
Yeah,
a parody movie.
Yeah,
some shit like that. Yeah,
that'd be cool.
Yeah, Boys in the Hood.
You could do that. You know.
I don't know if we're gonna reinvent it, but we're gonna put it back up there.
I mean, you could do it. You could do a short film, like a short version or a trailer. That's another thing. Like that's how you pilot a movie. You just make a trailer for the movie you want to make.
Yeah,
and then you just pitch it to some writers. Like, bro, look at the trailers, fire. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean. But nah, that's dope, man. I think, yeah, man. Like, you should be able to do whatever it is that you're passionate about, or that like you have an interest in. You know what I'm saying? I feel like a lot of people, like especially like for me and like the teachers that I had growing up, they were like, "Why do you like to do all? You know, why do you dance and do this and do that?
Because I'm multi-talented.
Why don't you just focus on one thing? You know, because you know a lot of people tell you, "Oh, that's going to spread you thin, or you're not going to be good at other things." And it's like, no, I feel like putting a cap on what I can do is what's going to not bring me there. You know what I'm saying? Like, as long as you have faith in yourself and you do your, oh my God.
Just turn it off.
Interception. Just all right. But nah, you know, like as long as you have faith in yourself and you actually work hard, we know that it takes hard work. Like, all right, I'm going to focus on this shit real hard for 2 years. All right, bet. And when I get home, you know, from recording, let's say you record 5 hours a day, you get home and you paint for an hour. That's cool. You know what I'm saying? Like that's working hard to me. You know what I'm saying? So
what's some paintings you did or recent, like you did a while ago? Like what do you like painting?
All right, so really, I haven't really like, well, other than like school, I don't really like painting anything. But that's something I really want to get into because I'm actually pretty decent at it, and drawing and everything is pretty good for me.
But do you have like a certain thing you like to draw, or just whatever?
Just really whatever. You know, I love vivid colors. I love the colors. I love like it takes me to a different place. Like I can look at random colors and just it takes me somewhere.
Now,
so I love art.
Would you consider yourself like abstract?
More of an abstract.
Okay. Yeah, because I I went to art school. I went to the Art Institute, graduated from there. So that's what I was doing in college. And like I gravitated towards like figure drawing, and like fashion drawing. You know, it was just something I'm like, oh, this shit's dope, you know. Plus I'm like, you know, low key a nerd. So I love drawing like things out of comic books and stuff like that. So that's like my go-to when it comes to or animals. I don't know what it is, but lions. Like I love lions, man.
It'd be hard trying to draw the stripes.
Huh?
The stripes.
That's a tiger, brother. That's a tiger.
No, those are lions got stripes.
Ligers have
ligers.
Ligers or tigons or tiger.
I'm a little
tigon. Is it a tigon? Is it a tiger? One of them shits. One of them big ass cats. You know what I'm saying? Well, listen. Let's get to my funny question, and then I'll let Marique take over. But this is for both of you guys. It's not really funny. It sometimes turns out funny, the answers that we get. Sometimes it's real serious. So it's up to you how you want to take it. So my question is, what's your number one no-no? And what I mean by that is nah, I can't deal with this. I can't be around it. Or it's a thing that's like on God. Now, when I say on God, an on God situation or on my life situation for me would be like if a grizzly bear just bust through here. I'd be like, on my life, you know what I'm saying? I'm out fast. I would be like, where did he go? He just, as soon as I hear I'm out. I'm in the whip. You know what I'm saying? So what is that for y'all? It could be silly or serious. Your choice.
All right. So like for me, it's really like anything negative. Okay. You know, like negativity. Just want to keep that away from me.
Okay. Fucks with that. I know I like these guys. Positive ass energy, man. Yeah. Negativity, man, like doo-doo, man. Like when people are like always negative. You ever be around those people that like they never have anything good to say, and their life is always shitty, and I'm like, bro, if you would just change how you speak, your life would be different. Like, be grateful, you breathe in, my nigga. You know? So I feel you on that, man. Negativity, man. Negative people, it's just like that shit's for the birds. Chill out, relax. Life is harder for a lot more people. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't want to live in the middle of Iran or some shit. At all, you know what I'm saying? Or India, parts of India where they got to poop outside, man. Fuck that. I'm good.
tents,
little huts, nigga. Or you live in the jungle with jaguars, my nigga. I'm good. Yeah. So what about you, AR? What's your number one? No, brother.
Man, this toxic energy.
Look at them. These guys are just
toxic energy, negativity.
Can't do it.
I feel you.
Can't do it. You know what I'm saying? Once you feel it, just cut whoever off.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Cut them off. Because they'll be willing to do whatever. You know what I'm saying? Just get rid of all the toxic energy and you be cool.
Right.
Cause yeah, I mean that's what Pittsburgh got. Like you got people who's really uplifting, trying to help you, and trying to share your platform and trying to help you. And there's other people who just I'm all for myself, or this is negative energy. I don't want to work with them because of this, that, and the third. Like just be open to work with somebody, or just try to have that positivity to spread towards others. Like I would say, like if you like somebody and you fuck with their energy, definitely keep them around. And if you don't like them, obviously keep that same energy, but like cut them off. They're not if they're not loyal to you, if they're rude or they have that negative energy, cut them off. But also I still say keep that same energy you got, like that positive energy towards them, because even though they're an asshole or they get on your nerves or you can't stand them, like at least they'll know like you tried and they're just a miserable.
It's like killing them with kindness.
Right.
My mom used to say that shit. She's like, kill them with kindness, just smile. I'm like, for real? I hate that person. I want to choke him out.
Right. And it's hard. Like there'll be times where you be like, wow, this motherfucker, I want to punch him in their face.
Right in the muscle.
Then you be like, all right, have a good day. I don't got to worry about you no more. I know, if I'm in my positive world where I know I'm gonna succeed. If you want to stay in that miserable state where you're like, I don't care, fuck everybody, then fine. You stay in that state. I wish you the best. I'm a stay in my lane. You stay in yours, and I'm gonna do what I gotta do.
Right. It's all about like taking control of the things you can control. Like the one thing that we have 100% control over is our emotions, and a lot of times we forget that. You know what I'm saying? It's like the way you react to something, or like the way you treat somebody, that you have control over that. You know what I'm saying? And so I think, I commend all three of y'all, man. Y'all young bulls, man.
Trying to change
these young guys. I had never heard no young people talk like this before. I'm not that old. I'm only 34, but I'm saying, it's dope. It's dope to hear, you know what I'm saying? Like positive energy, not being around toxic people. Right. You know what I'm saying? Still treating people good. Karmic energy. Like that's a really dope thing.
It's a tough challenge.
It's very hard.
But after you realize, you come to terms with yourself that I did the best I could do.
Right.
You feel a part of you feel good. Like you're like, I tried everything I can with this person, but they're still being difficult. So I feel good because I did my part at the end of the day. So it doesn't matter. Like,
No, I feel it.
Yeah.
So I think it's time for your question. The would you rather?
Would you rather?
Yeah. So I hope this is a good one. Please give him a hard one. They'll give him a hard one, Jigger.
All right. Okay. So today is December 21st.
It is.
I don't know if you follow the Christmas star. I will. The trends, the memes. They talk about how today's like Jupiter and Saturn they collide to make a big Christmas star, and people made memes about it that they was gonna have like superpowers today. Like they was like, I'm gonna have the ability because of that. Christmas star is gonna give me powers.
Christmas star. Well, I mean, it is a unique phenomenon because the last time it happened was 800 years ago,
right?
Which was
people went like the past couple of weeks. People been going crazy, like really thinking they're gonna have superpowers, like or thinking it's gonna be the world's going to end, something like that.
So I think people like propaganda. Right. They like shit. The hype train. I think just using common sense, it's like it's just an energy thing, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, and now if you know how to tap into that energy, you might manifest some shit. But you got to know what the fuck you doing.
Yeah, you gonna be in terms like the next day if you really manifest.
Like, right. You know what I'm saying? But like for example, like what I did was I just paid homage to my ancestors. Made sure I lit a candle, boom, boom, boom. Set out an offering, bam, for my mom and my grandma, and that's it. Like in that, because they're gonna give me the energy and the protection that I need to move forward. But I think people over Hollywood shit, because of course, who wouldn't want to fucking have superpowers? Of course, I want superpowers. Like I would love to just be like motherfucker and some shit, just go flying, that'd be dope as hell. Or if I could like fly in real life.
So my question is,
if you had
to both of y'all, if y'all had a superpower, what would it be? I'm gonna take a break from my would you rather today. But if y'all had a superpower, what would it be and why?
Okay.
Mine would be teleport.
See, my kind of guy.
Because like
I'll be late to everything.
Yeah, yeah, pretty much.
I don't have to get an Uber. I'm there.
Pretty much. I can wake up early, still be late.
Right. You still be late somehow, right? That's funny.
What about you, AR?
Read minds.
Ooh. But can you turn it off?
Yeah.
Okay, because if you couldn't turn it off, that would be
you'll be bad.
It'll be bad.
But the thing is, you know how powerful you have to be able to take on that type of energy.
Right.
You're seeing everything.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
All the deepest secrets.
What?
And then if you hear some shit that's wild from somebody you care about, you gotta like
he's gonna turn.
You can save a life, knowing somebody's secret.
Gotta. He's like, I can't look at that person the same after I heard that thought. That's wild, bro. Yeah, I would turn that shit off around family and shit. Like I would, nigga, I don't know. I would just fucking sign up for the FBI or some shit like that if I had that ability. Just because I couldn't use it on my peoples, man. I would just like, like I'm just thinking about like using it on my wife. I do not want to know the shit she be saying about me in her head. Like, when a nigga fuck up, I'm like, oh no, I do not want to know. Yo, shout out to the Steelers for not being good. I'm gonna keep saying that, man. I got the Steelers blanket, you know what I'm saying?
I don't understand what we doing. It's the Bengals. But.
Yeah. I think it's the news, man. The news be feeding into it, Yeah, that's why like
Steelers.
Right. If I was like a football player, I would not pay no mind to the radio, the news, nothing, like, cause that shit get in your head, man. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. So, enough about football. My fault. I'm just a gung-ho fan. So yeah, man, you guys, we already talked about like your 5-year plan. You talked about like how you've been able to focus during this COVID. But just like beginning of this coming year, new year, fresh year, what's like that first thing that you want to get like going right away in terms of like attacking those goals and like leaving 2020 behind?
Hit singles.
Nice. Yeah, keeping it simple.
Hit
pretty
singles.
much.
Okay. Hit singles every time. Boom, boom, boom.
Cool. Now, are you guys both like on Spotify and like Apple Music and all that stuff?
Yeah, actually recently on there. I just put Enough, Call on God, and Time.
Okay.
It's actually on cool. Every platform right now.
Cool.
And the song we just dropped tonight, we're actually gonna put down on there later.
Nice. So, sweet. I like to ask because like we got like 8 artists that's under our music group, and a lot of them, they love YouTube beats. Not that I don't like YouTube beats, but it's like, if I want to use a YouTube beat, it's my intention to buy it. You know what I'm saying? Type situation. But like a lot of them just, I'm like, you never put no music out on like Tidal or Apple Music or nothing like that, like at all.
They're like, no, I'm saving this.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it on. He said this is a type beat. I'm gonna put it on, like that Piff or like SoundCloud, shit like that, which is cool, which is very cool. But it's like, but it's you can't get streams that way.
Right. It's like the next phase. Like once you everybody start off with that Piff and SoundCloud. Like that's when they feel like, I'm gonna start it just to put it out there. And then once they go on Spotify, Apple Music phase, they're like, all right, I'm ready. I'm ready for the world.
Right. Well, I think it's dope, man, because not a lot of people, are like, especially like you said you've been making music for a while, but like, you're like, I'm just working like singles. So to be like fairly new at what you're doing, to already be on those platforms and working in that way, I think is really smart and really dope. You know what I'm saying? So. Kudos to y'all, brothers.
Appreciate it. I know you guys said you guys don't know what artists you guys want to work with, but like, what about celebrity wise? If you get there one day, who would you love to work with?
Oh, really?
It's probably Ben again.
It's my wife.
Picking up sound. Can everybody hear us?
Sorry about that, family. My wife was calling. I got to text her, let her know that I'm doing the podcast, which she should know already. She's probably watching. Yeah. Ivan, can we check the computer? Because the only other explanation is that either it's an emergency or there's something wrong with the podcast?
I mean, it's still going though. It's running fine.
Oh, okay. It wasn't her. It was my daughter. My 2-year-old daughter called me. Okay, cool.
She said, "I missed you."
She don't miss me. She mean. She a Virgo. She mean as hell.
Yeah, she gonna be controlling.
Oh, she's already controlling. She's like, no. I'm like, who you telling no? Yo, like my mom was a Virgo, man.
What's you guys' sign?
I'm a Leo.
Leo.
Cool.
Sagittarius.
Cool.
Yeah.
I get along with both those.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Cool. And I get along with guys that are Virgos. I don't know what it is. Weird. Most of my guy friends are Virgos.
I know a couple female Virgos. They just try to be so controlled.
Oh man,
Chill.
That's how they talk. They all sound like that.
I don't know. I don't know. I connect with a lot of Gemini.
Oh yeah,
I see a lot of them from bros Gemini, other bros Gemini.
Yeah, I fuck with Gemini, man. So, they do snap easily.
Yeah,
sometimes
like they might just cuss you out via text for no reason. You know what I'm saying? Because I got cussed out by one before. I'm like, wait a second.
You hit that nerve.
I'm like, who works for who here? He said, motherfucker. I don't mean to put his business out there, but Marique did cuss at me once. It hurt my feelings. I was like, bro,
I apologize.
Why would you swear at me via text, bro? You could have called me for all that.
I could. I just didn't feel like.
Nah, that's cool.
He Mario know that's bro. You know,
right?
You know,
we family.
We family.
You know,
I just need him to help me help you.
Help you, brother. That's all I'm trying to do.
I'm trying to say. You know, sometimes my anger get the best of me. I just be trying to get my point across, but it's all love, brother.
Right.
No hostility over here. It's just sometimes, you know.
Right. No,
I'll be in the mud. To be like thousands of things going on. I'm like, well, damn, like this happening, motherfucker.
Well, you should listen to AR and take time to meditate, brother. You know what I'm saying? You know, you got to keep yourself at a Zen level. You know, you be looking at me like I'm crazy. All right. Well, before we get to the next segment, because we are going to ask you guys to rap, of course, a cappella, if you don't mind. Some people don't like that, but you know, you can spit a written. You don't have to like freestyle or nothing crazy. But you know, I wanted to start a thing where I gave the guests an opportunity to ask us a question. Mm-hmm. Is there a question that you guys would want to ask? If not, we could get straight to the rapping.
I'll ask you a question. How long you been doing this?
Doing the podcast or doing this
podcast?
Okay, so the studio, as the executive director, I've been running this space for the last 4 years. Well, I'll say, this space 4 years. I had another one in 2014, so 2 years before we opened this one that I did for like 8 months before it went under. And then the podcast, this is episode 77. 77. So yeah, I think this is like 2 years in the making. You know what I'm saying? Like, because the first year, like we do it every week now, but the first year I was doing like one a month type situation, like just because it was like literally it was just me, the person I'm talking to was sitting right there on the couch with that table with this mic, and that's it. There was no live, there was no nothing. It was just us. Yeah, bro. So like, tell me a little. You know what I mean? It was weird.
It was Mario talk.
but it became this over time. Which is really dope. But yeah.
All right. I'll ask y'all questions of this or that.
Oh, you gonna do the this or that?
I'm gonna do the this or that.
Okay, yeah, do the this or that, bro.
Real quick.
That's litty.
So, in the spirit of Christmas time, cookies or hot chocolate? What would y'all choose?
That's a good one.
Cookies.
Snow, or actually winter or summer?
Okay, I want to know.
Some people like winter.
Okay.
Some people like the summertime. Some people feel summer.
Yeah, I'm a tropical nigga. I don't know.
Yeah. I'm more in the middle. It's like I don't like being too hot, but I don't like being cold neither.
Right.
So kind of springish, really.
Yeah, spring and fall is like the latest seasons, and fall. Yeah. Like you bring the jackets up.
That's Coachella season. You going out,
right?
Got the jacket on. You still looking cool, but you're also like nice and warm.
Right.
Mm-hmm. I got one more. Music or media? Would you rather listen to music or watch TV or movies?
That's a really good one.
That is.
And those are the only options. It's not like you get to listen to music and get on Netflix.
Nope.
You would go, oh yeah.
Listen to music.
Yeah, for me.
Yeah, because I feel like I would go with music too. Because I would get tired of like because I could not watch TV. I could not listen to music. You know what I'm saying? Like you could never listen to your favorite song. Then I can't listen to my own shit. Right. So why am I making music anyway?
No, look,
you know what I'm saying?
Look, I got a loophole. I'm gonna say media because music videos on TV. Yeah.
I don't know, but like me personally, I just feel like it's music for me because like I visualize what music, so it's like I already see. It's like whatever I want to see in my head. Right. So it's like I could just make a song or something, but I already see the video in my head, So it's like I'm already watching TV when I got my headphones on earlier. So.
No, that's because some people have that like type of like it's like a thing. Like you're able to like see images when you're listening to like audio. Like if you hear somebody like reading, you can like really visualize like when you read like what the fuck what's happening in the book or something like that. Like that's a thing. I forget what it's called.
That's kind of what I be doing when somebody tell me about going to a place I've never been to. I visualize what the place probably look like if they describe it like, oh, this place got a studio, this place got a elevator. I'm thinking of a whole building, like a downtown building with like a studio.
Like the Diamond Building.
Right. You go in there like floor 12, you go all the way up there, there's a big studio and it's red. They got the red booth room and like the waiting room where you sit out waiting for people, something like that.
Yeah, it's real. That's real, bro. But yeah, this is we educational. We over here talking about images and how to bring shit together. You know what I'm saying? All right, well let's get to the good shit. I just wanted to check out, see what the live look like. That drum look dope. But yeah, who wants to rap? Who wants to spit an 8? You can spit an 8. You ain't got to spit a full 16, just an 8. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to hear something.
Yeah. Hard times. I done been through it all. Sometimes I just want to fall off. But I got to stand tall. I got to move on. I got to have growing pains and growing strong. A lot of people try to take me off my fucking journey. But I'm going hard and you fucking hurt me. Hey. And I'm riding with Deecan, so he with me. And we going hard and we're going far. Hey, yeah, there's pain in me. I need a shovel because I gotta get it about me. Trapped in the room, so I'm fighting. And I'm gotta get back in and gotta stay calm. Show my people to know that I'm on. And I'm weathering the storm. And I'm dropping bombs like Saddam. Focused on the bigger picture, paint 1,000 words. These people, I'm kicking them to the motherfucking curb. Hey. Gotta get rid of the toxic energy that's in me. So them people that
That's good. Oh man, come and snap my AR off the top with it. I see you, bro, off the top with it.
Think about written.
You know what I'm saying? He went off the top. He went straight feeling. I love it. All right, Deecan, no pressure, brother.
All right. Sitting here, we're weak. Now we teed. After this interview, I'm thinking about go grab some more weed. Roll up a leaf. Probably spark that shit. Probably pass my man's leak. Tell him to roll that shit. Hey. And then go see how that song doing and shit. Because after that, we got a video shoot. Hey. So we're going to go do that shit. Hey. So basically, let me get back to me. This is how I'm feeling today. Today was a great day. I got paid. I got banked. So what was really good, what we going to do today. Hey. You feel me?
Hey. Couple of slow. They both went off the top. You know what I'm saying? I told her, I was like, y'all don't have to go off the top. But they was like, you know what? We're going to go off the top. A lot of rappers don't do that. Like, for real. Like, if I was on the show and they was like, all right, bro, you going to freestyle? I'm like, yep. Mm-hmm. Knowing that it's written as like, I'm like, yeah, just give me a beat. You know what I'm saying? Nah, but
off the old
right. I would just write the joint because I got a couple verses that I wrote that I've never put out. You know,
what I mean?
So
it'd be like that.
That's the trick. That's the trick to doing it. Just write a bunch so you have a couple throwaways, a couple tucked away that you could just, oh yeah, what I say. I said, you know what I'm saying, to go up. Nah, but no, definitely a couple slow snaps for you guys, man. Thank you, brothers, for joining us. But before we get off, I always. I'm like, just in case, Reek, did you have anything else you wanted to ask before I get to my personal last question?
Well, you guys said that you have a song together that you guys wanted to do. Did you still want to do that?
Yeah, sure, we could do that.
Did you want to go a cappella with it, or did you want to?
Y'all had a song that y'all wanted to do on the show.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all could have did this shit.
Right.
Oh, you need the beat.
No, the song's already out. We just dropped it.
So. Oh, you just want to play it?
Yeah, I mean, if you want to, you can play it. You know, it don't matter, whatever case is. Maybe I want to.
However y'all want to do it.
All right. I mean, I thought y'all was just gonna spit a couple of verses from the song. And,
hey, well, shit, play it.
Play it. What's it on YouTube?
Yeah,
yep. All right, we getting a double feature, y'all. This is an encore. I'm excited. I didn't know it. Hey, this is a surprise.
What's it called?
What's the move?
He said that like
WTM.
What's the move? Hey, what's the move? I love it, man. I love it. Double feature.
I gotta play it. See if it fits in the mic. I can't never find it.
Hey. All right, y'all gonna spit it with it?
Yeah. All right. I roll a L, get high as hell. Hey. Gas got me like woo. Yeah. 50 go and be that poo. Yeah. Shorty twerking like who the fuck are you? Hey. Point me to a clue, pop a bottle and get loose. Hey. I like hen, ooh, you like goose tea. I be high while I'm rolling weed. Wanna go on shopping sprees, but I need all my cheese. Want a verse, I need a fee. Already in the door, I don't need a fucking key. Wanna slide, let's ski. Or let's see, T. What's the move? Nigga, what's the move?
Hey.
What's the move? Nigga, what's the move? What's the move? Nigga, what's the move?
Hey.
What's the move? Hey. Nigga, what's the move?
Grab my Glock. Ooh, I fire shots. Dual chops. Hey. Fully loaded stock.
Hey.
100 shots. I need a stopwatch.
Hey.
Wrist don't tick. I don't need a time watch.
Hey.
It is what it is. I'll stomp on mountain towns. Just the game, we don't need no new cans. Only family, so you know that's blood in.
Hey.
Never forget where you came from, get the trenches.
What's the move? Nigga, what's the move?
Oh, let's go.
What's the move?
Hey.
Nigga, what's the move?
Oh, we lit.
What's the move? Nigga, what's the move?
Oh, let's go.
What's the move? Nigga, what's the move?
Oh, we lit.
Hey.
Okay.
All right. Couple slow snaps. I don't know how y'all heard. Y'all heard that? Was it loud? Oh, I guess it is loud.
Yeah,
it sounds crispy in the headphones.
Yeah.
That John sounded crazy. Well, fam, hopefully y'all could hear that on the live. At least the beat a little bit, but if not, y'all were blessed with some bars, okay, and a very catchy hook. And so that song's out now, and it's called "What's the Move" or WTN.
Featuring Deecan XAR.
Yeah, so check that out. But yeah, so before we get off, I got one question, and then we'll let you guys drop your social media handles and all that good stuff. If people want to find you. But yeah, my last question, man. If there's what we do here, we are a youth serving organization first. You know what I'm saying? I'm all about supporting our children and giving them opportunities and experiences that I didn't have coming up. And that's one of the reasons why I started Level Up Studios. And so I'm hoping that, educators, young artists, people like that are watching the show and listening to the show. But if there was a young person who might, want to become a rapper, but they're unsure, they want to do art or whatever it may be, but they're unsure. They're just I don't know what for it to do. What advice would you give to that young person?
I would tell them, follow your heart. Your heart will guide you in the right way. Sometimes your mind wanders, and sometimes we get caught up in things we might not like, or just follow your heart. Your heart will steer you in the right way, and you'll end up being on the right path you're supposed to be on, and do what you like, and be the person you're supposed to be.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's peace, bro.
But you always make adjustments as you grow. You know what I'm saying? And eventually you'll be the woman or the man that you're eventually going to be.
Peace. All right. What about you, Brother Deacon?
Really just stay focused on anything you want to do in life, really. And you got to stay true to yourself.
Right.
You got to know who you are, and you got to know who you're not, really. Because once you figure that out, you can start being good. You start manifesting, start prosper, and everything you want to do in life. And basically, whatever you do, I want to let people know that help is good. People think that help is bad, because some people like being independent, which is fine. I understand that, because some people feel that way, but But help is good though, and that's actually a blessing to have help. Have a full team behind you and everything.
Right.
And I feel blessed about that and everything. Got my family, got my closest friends with me, and starting to build a team.
Right. No, that's good.
But like basically back to what I was saying, though, is basically just stay focused. Really, you just gotta know who you are, and basically what he was saying, what AR was saying, you just gotta grow.
Right.
You just know.
No, I love it, man. A couple slow snaps again. That's my thing to do. If you know, no, I respect that, bro. I think the biggest takeaway is just like being your authentic self. I think like and I always speak for myself, because I can't speak for nobody else. But my whole life, up until probably like age 23, 24, I was always trying to be somebody that I wasn't, trying to be harder than I really was, dress a certain way. And I'm just like, bro, this don't even feel right. You know what I'm saying? And like, once I just like accepted that, hey, I'm a goofy dude who's into art and anime and cartoons and goofy shit and dancing. Like niggas like, oh, you dance? I'm like, yeah, nigga, that's dope. Locked in, but that's what I do, and once I realized like, yo, this is who I am, and accepted that, it's like, yo, the sky was the limit,
It's funny,
really
people start respecting that once you know who you are. Like they're like, it's not really my style, but this person like came out to be, I kind of fuck with it because they're not afraid to be themselves. They're not afraid of what we gonna say behind their back or what no one thinks. They're being their authentic self, and they're putting 100% into it. Like a lot of people, they struggle, finding their self in life, like figuring out who they are, what they want to do in life, and like what journey they're going to take. And honestly, like sometimes you're gonna have to go through that, by yourself, figuring out who you are, and also like the people you're with. Like once you find that group, that family, that clique that's going to help you prosper in life, that's really going to help you find yourself. Because part of them and part of what they do is part of yourself.
Part of who you are.
As long as you connect with them.
Right. No, I agree, man. Well, guys, thank you for that. Beautiful words, man. How old are y'all?
28.
28?
23.
20. Wow. Youngins. I mean, you
The
closer
youth.
to my
Yeah,
age.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We might have would have played football or something together back in the day or something. I don't know. But nah, man. I love seeing young brothers just being headstrong, being creative, and just staying true to what y'all believe in. Definitely much respect to you guys, and thank you so much for being on the show. Again, this family, this is the first time I'm meeting these guys, so I didn't know too much. Rick was just like, yo, Deecan, he bringing his homies with him. I'm like, okay, word, let's get it. But yeah, if there's anyone watching that want to connect with you guys, they want to hear your music, they want to collab, let them know where they can reach you at on social media.
All right. So you can reach me at Brother Deecan on Instagram, and on Facebook is Deecan. So
I did see that.
It's actually,
that's funny.
It's actually just twice.
Right.
And
that's funny.
And then for YouTube, you go to Spaz Out Gaming, which is the YouTube channel.
Okay.
And
Facebook, you can reach me on AR the God King. You know what I'm saying? And then on Instagram is AR_the God.
Cool. Well, family, you already know how to follow your boy at The Mind of Quinn on all social media platforms. Also, please check out my website, www.marioquinn.com. And of course, follow Level Up Studios at Level Up PGH and on our social medias. And of course, leveluppgh.com.
You guys can follow me on YouTube and Facebook. The Reek Experience. My Instagram is Reezy Reek, with an underscore between Reezy and Reek. You can find me on SoundCloud at Reezy Reek. No underscore, just a space. Reezy Reek.
He's like, I say this every week.
I say this every week.
Right.
But I got definitely listen to Reezy Rise, and I would greatly appreciate it. New music on the way. For anybody who's wondering, so peep that, and also peep Level Up, new stuff in the work, studio time, you have the clothing store, you got all that stuff, so peep that as well.
We doing studio time 10 an hour, and the quality's dope. And if you're unsure what the quality sound like, listen to my new single, Can't Call Me Basic, available everywhere. Because I didn't push none of my music, so I might as well get that on there. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, you gotta you gotta start like playing it, like putting it on Instagram or something, because the song is dope.
Right. It's on Instagram, fam.
You put the picture. I'm talking about the actual song.
I put the song and the stories and on the feed. Don't
I gotta
play me.
peep it, because you
don't be engaging with me, bro. I ain't no amateur. Okay. All right. Now I could pay for some advertising, but I don't got money for all that right now.
I just thought you put it on put it up on a couple things.
I hit the stories every single day. You know what I'm saying? I'll be
give it a little snippet, a
little snip. I did that. You know what I'm saying? I did delete a couple of those because it was named something different.
I feel that,
it was
Call Me Basic was good. It got some like I said, some of your songs will be stuck in my head, and like not no offense, I be hating it because it be in my head too much.
Right, that's good. And it's not even on the radio yet.
It sounds like a radio banger, but I'd be like,
that's excellent. That's excellent. So check that out, family. Can't Call Me Basic. Your boy Mario Quinn is featuring my boy Yoshiyoko and my homegirl Renzo Benz. She's singing the background vocals on that. But the falsetto that you hear on that, that's me, fam. That's me. That's not her. Just be clear. The boy be singing a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But anywho, shout out to our tech guy, Lil Sprite, for hooking us up today too. Appreciate you, brother. But family, we are out. This has been episode 77 of the Level Up Podcast. Special thanks to AR and my boy Deecan, of course, my co-host Rizzy Reek. Family, we out.
Peace.